Hi guys, just another video, a quick tutorial on the INI configs for your breeding rates to be super fast, the same as the previous video. So we're going to start right into it, and we're going to start by doing the single player settings. I'll show you at the end how to do the if you've got a private server as being Nitrado. So we're going to jump straight into it here and go ahead and start Steam. Find your Ark Survival Evolved, right click, go down to Manage, Browse Local Files, click this, left click, it'll bring this up. Then we're going to go into ShooterGame, to Saved, then into Config, Windows No Editor. Then we're going to start off by going in the game file here. Now go ahead and open that up. Yours might look a little different from this, as we've already done ours, or I've already done ours, this single player. Now, to start off, we're just going to concentrate here on the breeding. If you need to know any other configs for anything else, just let me know. I'll do a separate video on that. So to get the breeding rates the same as we had with the previous video, we're going to start off in here, the game, and this one here, the BabyMatureSpeed. Now we set this to 12, which is easily high enough. Set that to 12 on yours. All you do is just delete that number and enter your number. No spaces after the equals. So go ahead, write 12. Now you want to go down to EggHatchSpeed. This one here. You can set that to, we've got mine set to 300 here, so just keep it as that. Set it to 300. Further down the line, you want to go to MatingIntervalMultiplier. Set that to 0. You can just type in 10 there, it's fine. Next, MatingSpeedMultiplier. Put that on 100,000. It's probably over max, but I just did that to be safe, which is fine. Go ahead and do that. After you've done that, go ahead, X out with this prompt you want to save. Now drop down to the GameUserSettings. In here, under this header, ShooterGame. Now you want to scroll down here. This is your server settings. And what we want to be is at the bottom of this. You want to go ahead and leave a space. So it will look like that, but you need to leave a space. Enter this header here, StructuresPlus, in the brackets. Now in here, this is for the propagator. So what you want to do is go ahead down here to the propagator settings, propagator fuel interval. This is how long it takes to use one fuel. We've just got this set a high number. It doesn't actually use fuel on ours because we've got it set to 3. So the propagator fuel interval, set it to this number or a high number. Propagator mating interval needs to be set to 0. The propagator mating speed multiplier 999,999. Now the propagator ModCostMutate. This needs to be set to -1 to make it free. If you enter a higher number here, it'll represent that in element of the cost. PropagatorModCostBreed, again, -1. And then the PropagatorModCostGender, -1. Also, in here, there is another setting, which is here. The MutatorBuffMaxStackCount. You need to set this to 100, which is max. That is to allow as many, well, up to 100 mutations, as I explained in the previous video, which would give you 200 stat points in one breeding session. So set this MutatorBuffStack to 100, and then at the bottom leave a space. Then you want to go into your Dino Storage 2 header, enter this header, same again, the brackets. Now in here you need to set BabyGrowthMultiplier to 1000. After you've done that, you need to then leave a space, enter the BestEggs header with the brackets, enter this here, BestEggMakerSlots, have it 120 because breeding's so fast, it's very easy to fill up. So we have it 120. EggCacheRefreshRate, I've got that set to 5 seconds. And the AutoIncubateSpeedMultiplier is 10,000. Now again, once you've done that, X out, go ahead save. And then that is you set up for your single player. From the previous video, you will have the same rates as I had on that video. Now, a few things from here. I will leave all the codes I've just explained in the description, so you can go ahead and copy and paste them. Just make sure you put them in the right places. I will put the separate mods in, I'll put the headers in with it and leave the space. Same in game, don't forget everything you did in here, like the BabyMatureSpeedMultiplier sets 12. You need to put this under this header here, it's all under the ShooterGame header. All the same header in this one. Apart from this, forget about this for a different mod. Like I said, just check the description for a copy and paste, and you just want to put it in the same locations that I've showed you here. And if you're here only for single player, that's it. That's all you need to add. Then you can go ahead and start Arc up after that's been saved into your single player game, and you'll have the same rates as we had. Any problems, just let me know, and if you need any other INI configs for any other mods or different settings for anything else, just let me know. I can help you out. And if you don't get it to work, also let me know and we can get it fixed up for you, not a problem. Now that'll be the end of the single player tutorial. Now if you've got your own server and you want to do for there, it's the same process, it's just a different location. Now if you're on, go ahead, open up your server provider, ours being Nitrado. I'll open my friends here because it's the one we're playing at the minute. Now from here in your dashboard, which you should be familiar with, this is Nitrado. I'm not 100% sure on the other server providers, but it should be similar. You edit everything in expert settings, and if you don't have this here, this tab, go ahead, click general, and then here at the top you want to enable this tick box. Click save changes, then you'll have this expert settings here. Go ahead in there, when it says game user settings here, click that. That's where your game INI and whatnot is. Now in here is exactly the same as the first thing with the BabyMatureSpeed and everything else I've showed you. Same as the previous, you just go ahead, copy and paste them into the same places from the previous. Game user settings exact same, as you'll see. There is our different headers, how it's set up here. So exactly the same, just in a different place. Just copy from the previous and you should be fine. Alright guys, thanks very much.